This is the Alliance Dispatch. Do you read us?
Hello, welcome to episode 19. I'm pretty sure I said 18 last week.
17?
How about we
19.
just call this like season 2 now, and then we just start from one again?
Ooh.
And then we can reboot, recast, and
I'm not prepared to do that until set 4 comes out because that's the end of a block.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Right.
we're still like 19. To the Alliance Dispatch. Hello, we've got everyone again, a full house, 2 weeks in a row. What is happening?
Crazy stuff.
Yeah,
We're pros.
almost looks like we've organised, even though we are recording this 18 minutes late because 3 of us, not including me or Stephen, were playing a game of Marvel Rivals. But the boys
yeah,
did
but we
win.
won, so it's alright, it's worthwhile.
Yeah.
If you had lost, I would have been furious.
If you'd have lost on overtime on round 2, just for this, I want to be there.
Yeah, with the dub. It's fine.
So, well done,
In
boys,
bronze
on
as
your
well.
win. That's not the only win we've had in recent time as well. We've only got one other win. It was Michael. We'll get on to that later. Finally popped his cherry. Good boy.
Oh, wow. We're just waiting on Jay to do it now.
Yeah. I shouldn't play Lando like whole last season.
Would have been a good idea not to do that, yeah. Should have on the old Boba Yellow, mate. It was good.
Yeah, sure.
So apparently Stephen's got some missing business. We missed something last week, or we spoke about something last week. He's not told, which makes it very hard to host. But let's go, Stephen.
I mean, it's something that we touched upon very briefly after the podcast, and I think it's something we need to openly discuss again.
Oh no.
That you four Utes think that gorillas are in fact better than Blur, and it's really stuck with me all week.
Gorillas are better than that.
I want you all to justify. Justify.
I swear I brought that up only because I remember Dan saying it. Like, oh yeah, that used to be a.
Yeah. So
back in the day.
in the 90s, there's a big Blur versus Oasis clash. You're on one side or the other. The correct choice was Oasis because they actually had more than like one number one during that time period. And not only is Blur worse than Oasis, it's
Even
also
his best band.
it's not even his best band because his best band is Gorillaz.
So, you know, when Blur and Oasis went head to head for a single release, Blur got to number 1 and Oasis got to number 2.
Sure, but that was like one of 2 of Blur's only number ones.
No.
What do you mean no?
Much more superior band.
How
Much
many
very bad.
number ones
You're just wrong.
does Blur have? Okay.
This is really riveting. This is
it.
It's gonna be the youngsters' homework for the week. I'm gonna put together a Blur playlist, and
You're not gonna like what I say next, but I don't know who's in Blur or what Blur is.
Country house, you know. In the country.
As beautiful as a rendition.
Yeah.
I don't know the words. It's so shit.
Song 2 is probably the one that you guys
Yeah.
would definitely.
Yeah, song 2. Yeah.
I do, however, know the Gorillas, and you know, they slap.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Blur do have 2 number ones in the UK.
If we don't move on to Star Wars 3 soon, I'm going on Rivals again. I'm moving up competitive again. I got Elo to climb.
Sorry, I wasn't. If I was prepared, I could have checked all of this and had a better argument. But
Yeah, I think it's fine. I think we should take this offline. You know, bring it into next week's pod.
they have 2 number ones as well. Anyway,
50.
if in the comments below, if you believe that Blur is the superior band. Actually,
Hey,
no, because
there's
we
no
won't
one
get
listening
any
right now.
comments. Yeah, that's true. We won't get any comments when people say Blur. If you think Gorillaz is the best band, get down in there. So that was.
That was all missed business. Oh no, there was another bit.
Oh,
we
God.
never actually congratulated Michael on his big news over Christmas.
Oh, what? He finally got his hit.
Oh, Wait, which big news? What you mean? The fact that I got engaged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit.
I was like, oh, is this Star Wars related? What did I do?
Yeah,
What did I do?
I didn't get over
Thank you,
Christmas.
thank you.
No, you won at life, milestone. Is that now? What was more important, or what filled you with more joy, proposing or winning that showdown?
He can't answer that. She's in the house. He can't answer it.
You won't watch the YouTube video.
On the record, yeah, it was definitely the proposal and her accepting it. But
Good man.
off the record, the showdown. But anyway, she didn't hear that. So cool. Let's crack on.
Timestamp it, send it to. Got it. Right. So other than Michael winning a showdown, I went to London PQ and had not a great time. Well, I did have a good time, but my record was not a good time. I did what's commonly known as like an Ethan or maybe a Jamie once he's cracked the meta. Or no, it wasn't that bad actually. Still top 50%.
Surely it's got to be a Dan. He came last at Nottingham. Surely it has to be a Dan.
Well, no, because I didn't come last. I still came
okay.
45th out of 102. So
I'm last.
Out of the people that finished, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think Dan came last.
he didn't come last. He came last of
People that didn't drop.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
I didn't check that. But he came last out of everyone who came, of the 6 to 8 of us that went. So shout out to Dan, first loser, last loser.
Big up.
Sorry, Jamie first loser, Dan last loser. We've got everyone covered. So I took Yellow Han. I took the good stuff Alex list that was floating around the KTOD Discord. I played against a red Han who I smashed game 1, and then he sideboarded 8 cards and then smashed me to bits. There's a little, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a 4/1 3-drop spaceship. And I've just got nothing to answer it.
The star thing.
Yeah, like Wing Leader kind of answers it, but he just went turn 1 Falcon, turn 2 that, and then just killed my Wing Leader with his Falcon. I was just like,
Uh-oh.
and it's just going
Oh,
4,
Wing
4,
Scout.
4, 4, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was miserable. And the third game, I could have pulled it out if I just drew some Cunnings, but all 3 were in second half of my deck. So, unfortunate. But he went on. He top 8'd, so, cool. Well, nothing you can do. Then I played against a Quinlan Green ECL, who also top 8'd, and he obliterated me. That's the only game I lost all day that went 2-0. And that's a very difficult matchup for old double yellow Han.
Taking notes, I might have to write
It's
this
like
down.
crazy tempo. I mean, both games he did just ECL Ayla into my Han, which felt miserable.
That'll do it.
And like I Kieran one of his hands to be like, right, let's stop this nonsense, and he just had Plo and Ayla in his hand. I was just like, cool.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. So that
That's
felt.
marking the worst card because you just see it coming and sometimes there's nothing you can do and you're like, well.
It's a good point, actually. That at the Nottingham PQ, when I bazined the Sabine player on the prime ECL turn, and he showed his cards, and it's like, oh, I've got 2 Wreckers and a Poe. And you're like, wow, well, I kind of wish I hadn't looked at that now. Like,
ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
there's literally nothing I could do about what's going to happen to me next.
Yeah, and then I lost against Blue Han, which was the list that Alex had won Bristol with the weekend before. Brighton. This guy ended up playing Alex in round 1. And he was apparently halfway through the game he did something, and I just went, shouldn't have done that. Which is, I guess,
ultimate disrespect.
Which I guess is don't play a deck that someone's archetyped against them the week after they've just won a PQ with it, because they will tell you when you fucked up.
Yeah.
And I lost that one 2-1 again. I just need again. I like this. The last game, I just needed like just a little bit like an extra surprise strike, and it would have got me over the line, but didn't, and it was a pain in the butt. And then then I was 3-3 going into the last round. It's like I just want to go 4-3. That's the goal. And then I came up against an old Destiny player that I know called Ollie, who was also on Quinlan Green. I managed to win game 1, but the other 2 it's just went way too late, and he's just got better top end than me and blew me out. Quinlan Green, boo. Counters Han real well apparently, but he played like 4 Han yellows that day, which is atrocious.
What do you want?
Like that's miserable.
Yeah, it's rough.
That is the
That's
Swiss
rough.
luck that you want, isn't it? It's a Quinlan player.
Yeah.
Quinlan green specifically as well. Like red's a bit 50-50, but yeah, the green.
Yeah, the green's just really good.
Played the green just for the PQ in general. just 'cause
The
it's just
second,
better into it.
the last round. So I won the first. He obviously won the second. In the third round, he just went R2 General's Blade. He ramped, flipped Quinlan General's Blade. I was just like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Dude.
no. I was just like,
Jesus.
maybe I'll find a bamboozle, and then I smuggled in a bamboozle, and I didn't realise. I thought you could smuggle a bamboozle and then discard a yellow card to pay for it, but you cannot.
No.
Can you not?
No,
Nope.
because it's all about printed cost. For...
Yeah.
I've been dwindled on.
Well, now you know.
Arabot, sure then.
Yeah.
But surely you can do it without paying its cost, and Tech is increasing its cost by 2, but you're not paying a
but
cost.
you're paying a smuggle cost, not its base cost, which is
Yeah.
what the card relates to about not having to pay the cost.
Yeah.
The cost
That's
is the
really
number in
weird.
the top left-hand corner, not the smuggle cost. If you go to the card database, it's on there. Like if you smuggle bamboozle in with Tech, no, you can't discard a card to pay for it, basically. Which was
Interesting.
yeah. I would have thought you could have.
There's too many of them rules that you need to know the exact phrasing of the rule book lately. We've
Yeah.
had a lot of them in the chat, haven't we? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, good luck reading that from just looking at the card.
Yeah. Yeah, so it makes sense when you kind of explain it, but I could easily have seen it just go the other way. But it's interesting. Just an interesting little tidbit. Yeah, so Ethan got the highest. He finished 12th on Sabine, but it meant that none of us had to wait around for anyone to go home. So we all just went back to Stratford. I got some lovely ramen, smashed that, and then we got home for about 10 o'clock.
Oh, you went back. You went back that night.
Yeah, we didn't stay in London that evening.
Ah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No.
I woke up in my own bed for the first time in a long time on a weekend day. It was amazing. I can't wait to go to a PQ this weekend and wake up in my own bed.
Oh my
That's
god,
it.
going
Oh
to
my
PQ
God,
10
no
minutes down the
travelling.
road. It's
No
gonna be glorious.
travelling. Jesus Christ, you have to bloody.
Wandering.
Yeah.
Just wondering, get smashed in the plough afterwards.
Yeah.
Afterwards, before.
During.
No, we're going to Spoons before for breakfast.
Oh.
You two don't come to breakfast, but the 3 of us will be at breakfast.
No, we're asleep. When does
Yeah.
it actually start?
Doors open at 9, event starts at 10.
Yeah, my ass will be in bed.
Breakfast is at 8.
Yeah.
We'll
Oh,
pay a
Jesus
post
Christ,
on
that's
the
too
Facebook
early,
for
man.
for the Spoons game.
I feel like I'm going to be turning
We'll
up
like
and be
wake
messaging
up
Athena
like
like, please, I'm going to be late.
Please, we're late. Yeah, me and Michael will drive together and be late. Shocking.
Obvious. Well, that never happens, boys. That never happens.
Never.
That does kind of lead us nicely into Athena PQ. How's everyone feeling about it? Home ground. Apparently, there's about 65 tickets sold for it so far.
Oh man, I'm feeling great, bro. I'm going to take it with Sabine again. Going to be like, bop, bop, bop.
What have they? They've capped it at something though, right? Haven't they?
Oh, I don't know the cap.
I don't know.
I just know they
I'm
had
feeling-
about 65 tickets sold.
Yeah.
I'm feeling right about it. I was talking to the other boys earlier. I was like, I've got a slight competitive burnout. You know,
Yeah.
since I've gone the
The
Nottingham
minute.
Nottingham into the Showdown is all I've played. I haven't done a locals, except for that Chirrut one where I just got everyone was still
Got absolutely
tryharding and I
slapped
wasn't.
about.
Yeah, I bought Chirrut yellow and forgot everyone else had a PQ that weekend, so I just got slapped around by meta decks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've just got that slight competitive burnout, but I'm sure on the day I'll be more into it.
Yeah.
I'm just like in my head, a little bit of me is like, do I top second place at a PQ? Do I win one? Because if not, I'm just going in with like, hey man, I'm just turning up.
I've already done, right? Are you going to come on Thursday? You're going to have one little last?
Yeah, I'm not his R2, but I am coming on Thursday and picking
Yeah.
the binder up off Michael tomorrow, and I'm gonna build something shiny and new.
Ooh.
Don't know what.
No Quinn loss.
Yeah, boss, it's the boss green. I am tempted to try Quinlan green. I just hate how it plays into like anything control, because the red is really what gets you over the line with Cassian and
Yeah.
just units that hit for harder.
Yeah. Yeah. Jay, are you on Han still?
Yeah, I think we could be playing Han Yellow. I did whack out the old Lando deck again, but I don't hate myself yet, so
Yeah.
I'll probably play Han.
Yeah, are you going to play good stuff, or are you going to play what you played in Knots?
Yeah, I'm playing Alex deck.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's good. It is good.
How different was your deck?
It's got a little bit more
10
top end.
cards?
Yeah.
It's got a little bit more top end. It's like lost all the high expensive space, and it's invested more into 3-drops for C3PO. There's like 25 3-drops in that deck.
That's it, because it is. Yeah, it leans quite heavily into 3PO, right?
Well, it's just a nice card draw. Like there are some games, like when you 3PO wing leader and you've got like a 3/5, no, a 3/6 3PO, drawing you a card every turn. It's all right.
So you get bounced and you want to cry because then you've just got a wing leader sat there like, oh, hello.
1 damage. 1 damage.
Yeah. I think I'm still on Han Yellow as well, but I might swap to Bosk or I might swap to Sabine and just go.
Wait, what colour Bosk? What?
Green.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Close,
I'll build that Bosk green deck and just ramp and win,
close.
right? Ramp and win.
I am playing on my other mono right now. You're not wrong. You're not
Are
wrong.
you ramping and winning?
Well, not yet, but it's coming. No doubt it's coming.
Sure. And Stephen, if you do attend, what will you be playing?
If I make it, it will be Django or
I thought Django was dead.
Bloody name.
I thought
Django or CAD, but it did really well this weekend over like a bunch of them. So
Yeah, but I thought you were done with CAD. Django. I thought
I am a little bit, but I'm not getting many games in. So if I'm going into a big tournament, if I have I want to do well, or I'll wake up and be like, oh, I can't be asked. I'm just going to bring Newt and have fun. But we'll see. We'll just see. A lot can happen between now and Thursday, so it'll just depend.
Saturday.
But I'll basically whatever I play Thursday is what I'll play Saturday. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, we'll see. I mean, Django is in the box. I'm very lazy at the minute, so it might just be Django. But
I need to resort out my deck and stuff. But yeah, part of me, like I was saying before we start recording, just before you were all still playing Marvel Rivals, like I'll probably end up just playing Han because it's comfy shoes.
Comfy shoes.
And that's why I'm slightly thinking the Boss Green, because Boss Green is still comfy shoes for me, right? Like I played it all of set 2.
Yeah.
I'd be losing ECL, but in this meta, I'd rather have the 5
Oh
health.
my god, ECL's so broken.
ECL's so fucking lame. God, energy conversion lame.
Energy conversion lame. Yeah. I think it is. Like, when was it you who did the breakdown on the bases, Jamie? Where it's like
I got bored and was sat at my desk.
It's like 75 ECLs, 100 Tarkin Towns,
102
200
Tarkin Towns, and 100 Tarkin Towns. 202 30 health.
Yeah.
Which doesn't sound as good until you put into account that 202 is split into 4 colours.
And that.
But yeah.
120 of them were just Bosks and Hans.
Yeah, Bosk and Hans. And then you put into the fact that pretty much all the ECLs were Sabine. Minus like Krennic, Anakin, that kind of.
Yeah, Krennic. The 2 Krennics that have won were ECL, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just like, would they suspend them, or are they just going to wait until they rotate out?
I think the bases, more so than the leaders, I'm more in favour of getting rid of the bases. I just think it freshens things up a little bit because the bases.
Do you think if they get rid of rare bases, do they have to get rid of them across the board? Like all rare bases are gone. All rare bases from set 1. You just think those 2?
It's just set 1. You can get rid of the other 2 as well because who cares?
Yeah.
If they need to, I don't think it's necessary, but they could. I just think you get rid of ECL and it tempers Sabine enough, I guess.
And they could ban the rare bases from set 3 because they're just Twin Suns bases anyway. So and then they wouldn't be banned in Twin Suns.
Yeah.
So Tarkin Town also changes the meta quite nicely. Like it just shakes up a bit because obviously half the meta is Tarkin Town and the other half is responding to Tarkin Town. So
then everyone just has to play 30 health bases and then just go like that.
The only thing it doesn't address Boss Blue and Han, obviously, who are still in their base thing, obviously statistically huge. But
yeah, but then obviously you would get, at the same time, I imagine the DJ destroying a resource with Han is going to get either...
You can only destroy your own resource or something.
They'll add a core rule saying that.
Yeah. Or restricted or something.
Yeah, or just ban
What do they do
Han.
about Bosk, though? Because Bosk is actually a sleeper, I think, and that Bosk Blue is mind-numbing, but also he is, he's like... Bosk Green is up there for highest performance besides Sabine and Han. But I can't put my finger on what it is. It's just silly about him, other than that he comes out early.
Yeah.
He covers his bases, right? You play all this late game decks, but you've got a 4/6 coming out for free early.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's kind of like looking at Thrawn. Does he make a better... I guess it's not red... Oh, no, yeah, you can. You just take a red base. You can still play blue-red control with Thrawn, and is that better?
Blue-red...
With the new one.
New Thrawn. Yeah.
It depends. I think I had up the when defeated units, and there's just not enough yet. I think we need some more to make it more viable.
Yeah. Well, do you reckon double triggering like top target and death mark is more valuable than getting the double triggers off?
I think yes. With what we've got, with what we've got currently, because even looking at the ones they gave us like a way of drawing 2 cards with it, but Boss can draw 4 cards.
Sure.
And Boss comes out earlier, which is just big when everyone's going a little bit aggro, a little bit mid-range. You've just got this bloke sat there that's like, I'm a 4/6, I can deal with something. Yeah. And you don't massively care about Bosk dying, right? You bring him out, he tempos the game, and then in green you're at Vader and Maul, or in blue you're at all that.
Yeah, you just get your one double trigger bounty, and then you don't care, right? If he hangs
goes back in hibernation till the next game.
Yeah.
Comes out, triggers one thing, see you later. He is answerable though, at least like Han, he's in that 4/6. Bosk, if you're not careful with him. It's like that green list that I'm playing right now on my other screen. It's just 3 cell blocks and 3 phase troopers. It's like, good luck getting to him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I think like Boss Blue's kind of naturally died out of the meta because of Quinlan and Han's hand control, right?
Yeah, they really do ruin it.
Like, I haven't seen a Bosk Blue in the top cut from this weekend. Don't remember.
No, I don't think so. And I think just the fact how long it takes, like, it's just the risk of a double loss is...
And it was never popular at any point anyway, right? Like, people don't like the deck. They don't like playing it, and they don't like playing against it. So it's just not something you'll see very often. And the fact that now it's not good because the meta's kind of swung to compensate for it, but also all that hand control is just good into every deck, right?
Yeah, there's very few matchups where you don't. The only matchup where it's obviously questionable is to be, because like Steve was saying, you look at their hand and usually it doesn't matter.
And you just really want to hit the Darksaber on turn 3, right?
You need to hit Darksaber, but then they K2. It's a whole ass mess.
Yeah, sure.
Although the only game I won against Sabine the only game I won against the Sabine that beat me at the Showdown was triple sparking, because it's all I had, and somehow it worked out. Because they've always got one option, but when you hit them with everything, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's not a line I would invest in more than that game,
Yeah. So the two of my 3 games that I did win at the weekend were against Sabines, which I lost both of them that I had played the weekend before. So I feel like the new 3s deck does play a lot better into Sabine, because you just got bodies that stick and you can just answer. But they also kind of made some questionable plays as well. Like, I dropped a 3/5 turn 1, and then he fleet lieutenants his battlefield marine and just goes base, where he should just really kill my 3/5.
Right, the unit, yeah.
And just puts me so far behind, because then after that I just use that 1 unit to kill his 2 units, and then spirals, right?
Oh, we saw the most questionable play when we were at the Alpha
my
Showdown.
god, this was so good. Mark was playing against Mark from Woodbridge was playing against one of the Americans from Alpha.
Yeah.
And this was the game to be the 4th person in the top cut.
Right.
And they're playing. Mark is on double blue Ray and
double blue Yoda.
Oh, sorry, double blue Yoda. Yeah, and the American, I can't remember his name, John maybe, is on Iden Green.
Oh my god.
And it's the game's going as you'd imagine, but Mark is kind of slowly accruing value.
Yeah.
And he's one of those Iden players. He was sat there just not doing anything with Iden. She was sat there. And he goes to Vigilance, right? And he's got one of the big blue villain sentinel ships up, and he wants to Vigilance a Concord Dawn. So he goes, I'll heal 5 and kill the Concord Dawn. And everyone in the room erupts, goes, it's got 4 health! It's got 4 health! And he goes, "Oh yeah."
I think he wanted to actually. I think he wanted to shield it. No, yeah, he wanted to shield one of his things, right? Didn't he do that?
I don't know what his actual
shield a mill. Shield a mill.
No, because he wanted to kill the Concorde. Because everyone had to go. It's on 4 health, which is relevant because he looks at it and goes, "Oh, can't vigilance that." Looks at vigilance, and I think he just mills and heals or something, or mills and shields Iden. And then you look on his board. Me and Michael just looked at each other immediately. Is that Mark's Yoda was on 3 health? Like his leader Yoda. Yeah, and me and Michael literally just immediately looked at each other, looked back at the board, and then Mark won the game because of it, because Yoda was just getting healed by the Ray unit. But we were just like, what just happened here?
Sure.
But yeah, that was quite funny. Not funny for that bloke, but funny for us.
And what a quality PQ Michael has won.
Showdown. I had to win 3 Sabine mirrors. Like, come on, man! I was fighting for my life out there. And Jamie even told you guys at the bum draws. I literally that last game, bro. That last game, drawing them 6 cards, mulliganing, and drawing the 6 other fucking cards, like actual pieces of dog shit, bro. I was just like, yeah, there's no way that I'm winning this.
Do you know what it equated to? Though it equated to him hitting the other guy's base with 4 times, just 4 hits with various things. That's all it was, just 4 hits, man. It's fine. It's fun.
Easy.
It's fun.
It was mental. Like literally, I swung with a Darksaber Sabine, and then I swung with a Cassian, being like, "Oh yeah, it's fucking over." I got him to 13 HP, and then he done something. I claimed, and he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he pings, and then he goes up to 14 HP. And I'm sitting there with a Rebel Assault in my hand, and I'm just like, And he's just he was just like, "Oh, don't tell me you have a Rebel Assault. Show me the Rebel Assault." And I'm just there.
He thought he'd won. He went out there and was like, "Can you win off this?" And we all went Rebel Assault. And I knew you had it in your hand because you had it in your hand from the fucking worst hand I've ever seen in my life. I wrote it down actually. I didn't see your 6th card because you resourced it immediately. But Michael's mulligan in game 3 of the final match was 2 Rebel Assaults, a Heroic Sacrifice, a Darksaber, and a Wing Leader. And he won it. He won it.
Yeah. Literally, like top decked the Cassian, played that, and then flipped Sabine instantly, stuck a Darksaber on. I was just like, swing for my life, while this guy had an A-wing, an A-wing that was wing leaded with XP, and I was just like, oh, it's so over. Yeah. And he dropped a red 3 as well. I was just like, I'm gonna lose because of bum draws, and then he just entered his life away.
I think he was overconfident. He was so far ahead that he just started pinging willy-nilly, and it was 13 health he put himself to, which you were exactly in lethal because he pinged. He 100% was thinking about that, bless him. But
yeah, I mean the big thing about the Sabine mirrors, right, is it's about having the initiative every single turn, right? And pinging generally is bad because you need to be just super action efficient to get through your turn really quick, so you can just smash them again next turn, right? So as soon as you start pinging.
Yeah, there was literally just like when I faced him before the cut, I think that's how I won the last game as well. Like I'm pretty sure I won, he won, and then the last one, like he was about to win, and then I just top deck a Rebel Assault, and I'm just like, it's just my lucky day, man. Unfortunately, that's just how it is.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that was good. That was good though. Having to take down 3 Sabines, and then I 2-0'd the first Sabine, and then the Jack, he really made me sweat. He really made me push me to the edge, man.
How many players was it in the end?
It was 11, not
11?
9.
Okay.
2 people just weren't there when I counted.
Yeah, so same as Athena.
Yeah. I think that's going to be a regular kind of size for PQs going forward.
Showdowns.
Yeah, showdowns. Sorry, I think showdowns are probably going to max out at like.
They've lost
16.
their appeal now.
Yeah.
Still good to get the shiny cards, but and PQ mats and tokens. Oh, they're nice.
Oh, my token. Oh God.
And now we've got the bigger tournaments as well.
Yep.
Now that they've been announced.
Well, hopefully one's here because that would be a pain.
I heard on the rumour tree while in London that the 2 big ones are going to be in Milan and Liverpool.
Liverpool.
I'm sure loads of people from Spain will be coming straight to Liverpool, straight past Milan. They'll go excellent.
Milan's in Italy, mate, but yeah.
Was it? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice geography. Well, what did you get for your GCSE?
I didn't take GCSE geography. I'm not that bad.
Yeah, so apparently it could be ran at the same time as the Dragon Ball European Championships. So whenever that is.
Cool. That sounds pretty cool. Will that happen this year?
Yeah, it happened in in
May?
April.
Oh,
Oh,
April.
nice.
Or it might be
April.
May. It's one or the other.
April.
Like, some of them are happening in April and the other ones are happening in May, but I can't remember which way
Yeah.
around it's in the article.
It's late,
Yeah,
then.
the smaller ones are April,
Yeah,
and the bigger ones are May.
sure. So it probably means that I'll just be going to May and sacking off Worlds this year. Because
We're
What
not
if you-
going to the world anyway,
2K.
so
Yeah. Yeah. What if you win the big one and get your Worlds freebie?
Oh, then I'll go, but that's not going to happen, is it?
So are these like the smaller one and the bigger one? These level tournaments happening? Is this the one with the prize walls and stuff like that, and you can get points and like get like some
No,
cool
that's
swag
all
or no?
season 1 stuff. So these ones are the smaller ones are just like a really big PQ, but the big ones, the participation prize is a playmat.
Oh,
Ooh.
Is it?
damn! That must be expensive to get in then.
Don't know. It has up to 2,000 people, which obviously it will never sell out at 2,000. But
I thought it was just top 8 got a playmat.
participation on the big ones are a playmat.
That's crazy.
It's pretty
Imagine trying to see
cool.
people in the Facebook groups being like, "Oh yeah, participation play, Matt. 350 quid, please." On your mic, mate.
If they're both in
Off you,
Europe,
like.
if they're both in Europe, the Americans do love paying through the nose for that kind of shit. So
Yeah. I'm surprised that both of those are going to be in Europe.
well, it's because the two that are happening. It's not like just the two for the year. It's just the two that are happening before Worlds.
Yeah. And the chances of people from Europe being able to go to Worlds is probably quite slim.
Yeah, but America will still get them just after July, right? Which will probably
That's
then put them into season 1 territory as well, which is probably better for them anyway.
Yeah.
Because it's all about points. Points mean prizes.
Points
Prizes.
do mean prizes. But yeah, hopefully they will let everyone know about them sooner rather than later, because that's not that far away.
No, especially if you... Like, I looked at flights to Milan, like, for April, just randomly. Ollie did it while we were having dinner, and he was like, if you want to fly direct from Stansted, it is £80.
Not bad, yeah. They let us know now. Like you can get it in. Like,
Yeah.
wait, what sort of date range are they doing? Are they going to do like the
It'll be
Easter
on-
bank holiday or something like that? I mean, not Easter bank holiday, but the Easter half term like thing.
Well, I'd assume Milan, no, but but the other one, yeah, like the UK one, maybe.
I hope not.
Yeah.
Check when Dragon Ball
Is that what-
European
That won't be
Championships
here.
is going to be.
Is that when you're in
Yeah.
Flow Rider?
Where I'm in the state.
Yeah.
Low rider.
You just have to enter one in America, mate. Just sneak
I'll
off
just,
from
have to,
Disneyland.
I'll just have to not go. It'll be alright. won't it?
Yeah, be fine.
I'll just go to a tournament instead.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I'll come
It's
back
fine.
with my Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah.
Right. So we've already managed to yabber on for half an hour. So spoilers-wise, we're not going to talk about every single one. I'm not going to put them on the screen. So let's go top 2. 2 favourite cards, be it leader, units.
What, so
Events.
far or today?
Oh God,
So far.
I've not looked in
I
Slack.
do like the new Krennic unit. I think that is
I do
really
like Krennic.
solid.
Yeah, when you're just staring at it, you're just like, it's just Crafty Smuggler, but better. And in blue. Great.
And in Gar Saxon as well, like I know that's only like a meme deck, right? But it did well in that one PQ. But it is just another that is a
Yeah.
3/2 shielded unit that is like pseudo ramp. It's really good. I was looking at there isn't a target yet for the turn 2 4 cost, but I don't doubt.
There's that grey...
not a good one. Sorry,
Still
I
a
should- I should-
token upgrade.
Yeah, I think he wants something better. You know, if
Well,
gonna
your
build
opponent
around
plays
that,
7th
like,
Fleet, and then you play that after ramping into it.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
move your shield around.
Yeah,
that
steal the
shit bounce
shield,
in.
and then it's got a juicy body. But yes, I mean that's like, when someone said like that guy who was like, oh, you just got A-wing into Chewie into Flip Sabine into Rebel Assault, and you can do 25 damage in 3 turns, and it's just like yes, and your opponent's done absolutely nothing to stop you.
Yeah. Your opponent stared at you like, what?
Yeah.
What do?
Also,
What I do?
one thing I like about that credit card is the art is absolute fire.
Oh, they are so good. Yeah.
Um,
We weren't on the verge of greatness. They hit greatness. There was no verge. It's done.
Where
Well,
some of the art very questionable, but
Yeah, they go. They can make that Krennic art, and then they go and do what they did to Akbar. Like,
Did him dirty. Well, no, I said this to you earlier. It's like we had set 3. Sorry, had the good hero card, so it's way back on the villain train so far. Hero's back to getting poo-poo art and poo-poo cards. I can see it. That being said, my other pick would be Thrawn. That is, I think it's the most widely usable leader they've shown so far. It's just like there's longevity in that.
It's real cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Thrawn's showcase in non-Rebels art style as well.
He'll look cool.
Yeah,
He'll be a cool guy.
And not just because he's blue.
One card I was looking at for him that I think it might be fun is Clone Cohort, the one that gives a unit raid 2 and 1 defeated, create a clone. 2.
Sure, like
so it's just like a little.
Yeah,
you could put it on Krennic, right? You've got this thing that can hit for 4/2. If they eventually get through him, you've got two clones. Or if they don't, you've got this thing that is ramping you anyway. I don't know. It won't be like insane, but it's fun.
Yeah, I just think Cobb Vanth, right, is going to be outrageously funny, right? Just being like
another way where he does kind of almost outdo Bosk, because Bosk's trick is double trigger and BHQ, but Thrawn can do something similar or easier, really.
But luckily you can't go green red with Thrawn.
No, you have to go green. Oh, you have to go green blue. What a shame.
Oh no!
And Admiral Motti was the other one. Admiral Motti on Thrawn might be a nightmare.
Oh, readying everything.
Yeah, just 2 things coming up. You're like, oh, there's the Avenger. He's up again.
Yeah, I still think with all the when defeated cards they showed off today as well, and especially with Director Krennic, like just blue Palp could get some real big legs as well, because obviously you're sacking stuff off, getting the when defeated and getting the draw card, and Palp will only get stronger with more when defeated, right?
Well, I think much like Palp in the in the actual franchise, I think he is always looming, because obviously ECL's on the chopping block, TT's on the chopping block, but it is like when it's all gone, Palp's gonna love it. He's gonna be like, "Yep, here I am. Here I sit, the master of all."
As soon as we lose, competent aggro, Palpatine just rules the day, doesn't he?
Yeah,
and that's when the game becomes boring, man.
But
give us a 28 health base that does something slightly cool, but not ECL.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jay, favorite? You looked yet?
I've looked a little bit. I do like the new Thrawn, obviously, because I like the death triggers. And all the indirect stuff that keeps popping up is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do want to kind of try and make some kind of burn deck with indirect.
With planetary bombardment. With planetary bombardment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seems real good. See what happens. I imagine they'll bring out more.
Stephen, favourite?
Yeah, I'm the same with Jay. I really like the indirect stuff. I've kind of already made my mind up that I'm going to go, like, Boba's probably going to be my main next set. So really like the droid missile platform. That seems like a nice, good 3-cost card. Like, it's a 4/2, and then when it dies, it's 3 indirect damage as well. I'd imagine that slots in nicely with Boba.
Yeah.
And if I'm feeling particularly dirty, I may play Admiral Piet.
Because dropping big ships is fun.
Big ships.
Yeah.
Big ships.
Just big ships. Like, it's gonna be ridiculous.
I
right?
assume I've not checked, but I assume you won't be able to stack like Krennic and Piet together to like make something by loads. I haven't checked the wording on it, but
you should be able to, because they are. None of them are. Yeah, they all just. One of them's passive, right?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
One is Krennic's is your shit with when defeated. I swear it's just cost 1 less, but then.
So you're telling me I can play an Avenger for 6 when I flip Piet?
As well.
Yeah.
Is only
I wish I wasn't telling you that, but unfortunately, that is.
Avenger doesn't have when defeated.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, doesn't.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Not many of the capital ships do.
Yeah, but you could then you could just throw in like a Raider, and with all the discounts, you're still playing it on curve.
Yeah.
Or 1 under if Piet's deployed, because it reduces stuff by 2.
Yeah. So yeah, you can play Krennic for 2.
Hmm.
Then yeah, if you have Pierre out, it's 2 off, and so yeah, you'd get 3 off of the price of a Raider.
Hmm.
That's quite spicy.
Michael, favourite so far? There's nothing in there for Sabine, I don't think, other than Chill,
No.
but you can't say that.
Literally, what I was about to say. Oh yeah, what the only thing I've got to say really is none of them really stick out to me. Not really a fan. I'm not really much of a deck builder. I like to follow.
Yeah,
But like looking at it, it's just like nothing is really jumping out and screaming. Like before, like when you get spoiled, like I don't know, Pose or whatever, you're just like, oh, that is cool. Or Darksaber, you know, that like nothing right now jumping out to me, being like, oh yeah, I'll stick this into Sabine sort of thing.
There's the card, you know.
We also that is something to say, that out of all the non-leaders that have been spoiled, like there hasn't been anything that's just like, yes. There's not been a Snoke or a Wrecker or just something that you immediately just go, that's a new staple, right? Everything just seems like questionably like, yeah, that works in this deck and that works in that deck. That will be good.
Have they done any like unit legendaries yet?
I was going to say that. I think there's been some legendaries, haven't there?
I think there's been some events.
Wasn't the
scrolling.
Devastator a legendary?
Wasn't the what? Sorry.
Oh yeah, home one.
Yeah.
Oh, the home one in Devastator. Yeah, you are right.
Home one, that art makes me real sad. Apparently it's based on the concept art, but they're too thin.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
much
look
prefer the home one of.
Yeah.
It's interesting to base it on concept art that didn't make it. There's a reason it didn't make it.
Yeah, sure.
In fact, I completely forgot about Devastator. Devastator is another one.
Obviously,
Yeah.
My pick for favourite is 9-Nub. 9-Nub. Because in Wedge, one-cost pilots. So I was having this chat with Ollie when they first announced Wedge, and I was just like, it's going to be rubbish because there's no way they're going to print one-cost pilots. And then within a week, they had printed 3, and I was like, okay, Wedge might be good now. Because giving each of your other friendly pirate upgrades +1 attack for nothing is really, really good.
Yeah.
Especially
if you can... Is there hope for pilots? Is there an angle?
I think when you can play pilots for nothing, yes. The only problem will be card draw to replenish 0-cost cards.
Yeah, you can rinse that hand pretty quick.
Yeah, but then you could just play like Black 1, and that draws you 3 cards. And Wedge is a green leader?
Yeah, he's green.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
you could go green-red, which is probably what you want to do for aggressive space anyway, right? Like, you're just playing Sabine, but with vehicles.
Is Black One finally going to get used?
No.
What? Maybe.
No, just...
The 4/4 is what lets it down. I think it probably is arguably semi-usable if it has something else going for it, you know.
You've got that really nice Italian one, Danny.
Yeah, I have. It's still called Black 1.
Wonder why.
My kind of like thing that I've definitely thought a lot today when I was reading everyone's comments in the group chat is just like, you know, I doubt there's anything in this set that's suddenly going to make, you know, exploit good or tokens good. I think you might get to use them in a slightly different way, but I don't think they'll be competitively viable. And I think it's really hard for something to release that makes an old card like Black 1 competitively viable. Like something really good would have to happen for that to happen, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't think a pilot is it. But, you know, turning Black 1 from a 4/4, if you put 10 nub in it, it goes to a 5/6 for free. Like,
surely there's going to be
every time.
Surely there's going to be a Poe pilot.
Yeah,
you'd hope so.
Surely,
yeah. Like there's got to be Red 5 as well, right? You got to have like a Luke.
But surely it's something that Poe does must tie in with Black 1.
Well, we're out of the golden
The
age
make-
of the whole sets being, the first 3 sets being designed together.
Oh.
So now everything is designed with the retrospect of those 3 sets.
Also, in a really
maybe.
stupid, weird way, Poe does go with black 3. It's the black one. Sorry, black one gives you 3 cards, right?
Mhm.
For Poe to then discard. It doesn't work, but I can see the slight tenuous link. Black one
yeah.
does technically feed Poe, but you
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah, the issue is that it costs 6 and dies
costs
instantly. Yeah.
It's the other way around. If black one was smaller and cheaper and did that, then you ECL Poe next turn with the fuel in theory. But then you'd never want to discard your whole hand for Poe. I see what they. It's enough there that I can see they tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe the original version of it was busted,
Yeah.
and they had to tone it down.
Yeah.
Well,
And
Poe's
then
already
it's like-
getting there, so maybe there was like
Yeah.
something made him worse.
Mm.
And maybe it's something as simple as like black one was like a 2 cost.
Yeah. Because you've got to be really careful with card draw in all card games, right?
Yeah.
Like, obviously, you're drawing to a turn in this game anyway, but if you could...
Bosk just draws 4. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, if you could, like, and how good is that? Like, imagine if Pre-Vizsla actually had the ability to draw any cards and actually use his hero ability, it'd be wild, right? Like,
Well, it's like this game, because of how it linear, like kind of stuck in its ways, it is of you draw 2, you resource 1. All resource cheating and drawing cards is just insane compared to other games. Like some games, like I used to play like the Pokemon TCG, where you can draw cards just for breathing.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a side effect of do this, this, and this. By the way, draw 7 cards. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah. But then you're also
Literally
playing
blasted
with,
for a
like...
card.
Is it 80 card decks in Pokemon?
I can't remember. We played during lockdown online, but the decks are bigger. But yeah, you could like do your entire thing in a turn. But it's also one of those games where you have a turn, not an action.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this, the card draw is a lot more. You feel good when a card gets put into your hand when it shouldn't.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why I like Delegates. What's, that 1/5.
Oh, I love him.
Fine, you
I miss
can,
him in my original Quinlan list. It's just with all the aggro around, he doesn't have a role anymore.
Draw a
Isn't here
card,
for
discard a card. Oh.
Yeah. Draw a card. This card doesn't help me. Die. That's pretty much how he goes. He is good for Republic Synergy though. He is probably the better enabler. Depending on your colours.
Only if Republic Synergy was worth synergizing for.
Yeah. Now there are 2 of them into Plo Koon. Yeah, but there's only 2 units.
No.
Now
Can't
there
you
are
get-
2 of them into Anakin.
Can't you can get Mace out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need 2 more turns.
Kelly Mundy.
Yeah, if you're doing Quinlan Blue. And I think
Yeah,
if
the-
you're Quinlan Blue, you'll do Yoda Yellow, right? Yoda Yellow,
Yeah.
guys.
The Quinlan Blue deck does fill me with joy, but I don't think it's good.
I think it's just because he comes out earlier. It's getting similar to why Bosk is good. I think Quinlan is just you're safeguarded a little bit. If it's all
Yeah.
going to blue, don't worry, you're 3/7 leaders here.
I just love now there's 2 of them, right? That card's cracked.
I never got into it, and then I started playing Yoda Yellow with Only Hope, and so I'm an Only Hope guy.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. Any other cards people want to shout out before we round this up?
I'm hoping we can do what they did with Sonic the Hedgehog when the movie came out. We can get Kakbar re-rioted. I think if we riot enough about Admiral Kakbar, they might just
Might
do
be
it.
redraw.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how
Okay.
much we get reviews on our videos. Don't. I don't want to look at it.
Leighton was telling me that apparently the person that drew that also drew what did she also draw? I
Sistine
swear
Chapel.
no, she drew like Obi-Wan and another couple of
Right.
cards, and they were actually like good art. And I was just like, how has she gone from making actually good art to then this?
Yeah.
It was just
I-
wild when
I-
you were showing me.
maybe she
Well,
just
this is
can't
style
draw.
choice.
Yeah.
I really enjoy It's a Trap Akbar.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's good.
They should have swapped them around.
That's a cracking piece of art, yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's wait and see. Like, the showcase could be absolutely baller.
True.
Yeah.
I want him
Big
in his,
one.
like, in his chair, his little legs, like,
Yeah.
doing command things, like, that'd be sick.
That's a trap.
Crap.
It's
So
a
it could
trap.
be baller.
How many leaders have we had now, by the way? Does anyone know off the top of
I
their
think
head?
we're at 8, including the starter deck ones.
So we're halfway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're
Yeah.
six in of the ones that count as part of the total, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
So almost halfway.
Almost halfway. Nice.
So,
nice.
last. So, who would you like as a leader in this set.
I would like another Luke. I think he's only got the one, and he's just a bit lackluster. And I wouldn't mind another Leia. And if I recall correctly from one of the guys, there was that thing a while ago with a guy like defected from FFG and was talking about some of the products. There was something about a yellow Vader leader, and I think it was another red Vader leader. Whether that would be this set or something further down the line. But I think another Luke and Leia would be nice because they're a little bit overlooked. I think they're not in it a lot. Leia's got a middling unit and an alright leader if Sabine goes, and then Luke's got an insane unit, but the leader is just like meh. Yeah. Here he is.
I would be surprised if we don't see a new Luke and a new Vader in a pilot set, right? Because Anakin Skywalker's the best pilot in the galaxy, and Luke was also the best pilot in the galaxy for their...
Anakin Skywalker's already got a card of it. He's pod racing.
He's pod racing.
Yeah.
But Anakin as well, even like Anakin, like his leader's good, but his unit's bad. Like some of the characters that should have really good representation are just a bit... Like where's young Obi-Wan?
Rat Tail Obi-Wan.
Not leader. Yeah, Rat Tail Obi-Wan. Or just
he's not going to be in this set though, is he?
No.
I want a Fen Rao in a Fang Fighter.
Fen Rao, you X-Wing.
Yeah. He was my boy in X-Wing.
Yeah, sure.
So want him as a pilot for this.
Michael?
I don't know. This is probably kind of a rogue one because I really like the
Rogue One,
game
that would be a
series.
good card.
Hilarious. I really like. It would be cool to see Cal Kestis, but I don't know if he's like proper canon or what. But
it's tough, isn't it?
He was a sick character.
I think he counts. No.
You'd think, right? He's been to like the Disney Star Wars celebration, right? He's stood on stage in a poncho.
Yeah.
So
I was there.
Nice.
Front row.
Were you?
Yeah.
Was that the London one? Was it?
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, he is like super canon.
Oh, okay.
So he could be.
Yeah.
Was he kicking about at like? Oh no, it was at the start. Yeah, he was kicking about at the start, wasn't he? Of Order 66, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a kid.
This is something that I thought about while I was cooking dinner, because I always just think about Star Wars. During Destiny, they had a really big gap between new... The license didn't allow them to see the upcoming franchise stuff, so they could print material to go alongside stuff as it released. They had to wait for it to be released, and then they go, oh cool, this character exists, let's design some stuff for it.
That's what happened with X-Wing, yeah.
Yeah, so you would get all of these characters a year and a half after the product released. Do you reckon that's still the case?
I think there's enough Star Wars out. I think the only things you'd be missing if they don't is like Skeleton Crew.
Well, that's the thing. Like, how long will it be until we get like Nick Frost's robot?
Oh God, soon I hope. I was actually watching. I've got the finale left, but I was watching it just before this, and I do like.
I still need to sit down and watch it, but
pretty good.
Does that mean we'll also get a Matt Berry robot?
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But like, because I was just trying to rack my brain about like how recent is the most recent card in Unlimited, and we've had Book of Boba Fett, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Miggs is from Mandalorian, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Miggs Mayfield.
Sure.
What a character. What a guy.
Bill Burr.
What a piece of shit art.
Doesn't even look like Bill Burr. Just draw.
I'd imagine they didn't get his permission.
But they have to sign their likeness, right? When they sign into Star Wars, you sign your likeness away. So
yeah, I imagine it's in their contract.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, it's just something I've just thought about how long will it be until we see Skeleton Crew stuff or Ahsoka, like old Ezra.
Are we getting something Ahsoka this set?
Oh, Morgan Elsbeth, actually. Oh no, she's a Mando. Never mind.
Yeah. Because they spoiled. There's that really sick Ahsoka art.
The artwork,
that got spoiled with the two white sabers.
Oh,
which I thought was going to be a playmat because it was spoiled as a landscape, but it's not.
But two lightsabers again. That's Mandalorian. That's the same episode that's got Morgan Elsbeth in, right? The Jedi.
Yeah. Is it Mandalorian?
Yeah. Yeah, season 2, episode.
Oh, we had Morgan stuff.
Elsbeth. Yeah, she's in that same episode of Mandalorian. She's got the spear.
Ah,
The best scarf
I
spear.
thought that was Ahsoka.
I thought that was Ahsoka as well.
No, season 2 of
I haven't
Mandalorian.
seen Ahsoka, but I've seen that.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that's who Morgan Elsbeth was. She was so impactful, you know. But
Well,
Oh,
she-
the one
she
that was
plays a
like
bigger
in
part.
that village
little
thing.
compound,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's more
Damn.
than Elsbeth. She plays a much bigger part in Ahsoka. She's much cooler in Ahsoka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, she ends up just being a Night Sister and doing Night Sister nonsense, and it's very cool. Because the Night Sisters are very cool.
And that's like a keyword that needs to be added
Night.
to, right?
Night.
Night,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
nice.
night.
I can't see that happening in this set.
The
That's coming.
Sarge's just got
They're
night.
actually big braining us, and it's nothing to do with that. They're gonna add day and night mechanics. They're gonna fucking any minute now. They can really.
We're playing Gwent with weather effects.
Yeah, it'll be like on like games when they'd convince you they add a new map because they turned it to night. Oh, like, you're playing Star Wars Unlimited in day mode. Like, ooh.
Can't deploy any ships because there's heavy rain.
Yeah, it's heavy rain. Yeah.
Oh, it's frost, all ground units, -2, -2.
Oh, I'm just gonna go play Witcher now.
Step 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the Gwent card game. It was great. Anyone who's an original Gwent card game stan, in the comments. We need to wrap up. We're at 55 minutes, 56 minutes.
55 minutes. Sage is gonna have to
We
pay
might-
for it.
We might,
Quick,
as
sharp.
we might as well keep going. We've gone past my 45-minute mark. It's fine.
Yeah, but I also want to go to bed. Quite
There's
soon.
some
Yeah.
Marvel
I've
Rivals-
got-
there's
I've
some
got-
Marvel Rivals itching to play, mate.
I've got something to show you guys. I've got a new toy.
Is this
Oh.
to go? Oh God!
If you've stolen my
Just-
joke and you're about to show us an MS Paint poo,
Oh, How much
Oh,
did
you
you
got
spend
that
on
because of
that,
the blur.
buddy?
Be the real showcase, mate.
We can
Wait,
see
let me
what
take
it
off.
is.
Let me take off the blur.
We can see it.
Oh wait,
You've
the
not
blur.
taken off
let me
blur.
take off the blur. He says, show me the most sensitive image I've
change
ever seen in my
background.
life.
Ah, look at it.
Yeah. How much did you spend on that?
I didn't have to spend a
100
penny.
Great
That's
British
not even the
pounds.
showcase
No.
loot, Steve.
Ahsoka is £100.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah,
Sarge.
yeah. Sarge was £100. Well, the guy was off. He had it for 110, and I went in with the low ball of 85 quid,
Yeah.
and then he was like 100,
Yeah.
and then I was like 95, and then he went 100, and I was like,
Oh. I
Oh,
thought you meant
wow.
95 because I told
Take
Michael.
two.
Michael sent me the listing and I told him exactly how it would go. But I thought you didn't send the 95.
no, I did.
He
He just
rejected
didn't
it.
shift. Yeah, he just didn't shift. So I was
Because
like, "Alright, I'm
I'm
not.
selling, I'm trying to bribe Luke into buying a Krennic showcase,
Mm.
and that's 90 quid.
Mm.
And Krennic's much more playable than fucking Asajj.
Yeah.
What was wrong
Mate,
with
there's still people
You
on
can buy
eBay
what you
trying to get 150 quid for a Asajj, and this guy was just selling it for 110. I was like, ah, screw it, let's lowball this guy.
To be fair, there are people trying to get 600 quid for Leia still, so.
Bro, that's actually so funny. Like, see, like when I went on my eBay, I hadn't been on it in so long, and I just looked at my like liked posts, like your liked listings, and I really wanted to get a Leia showcase, but they were stupidly expensive, like 400 quid, 600 quid was the other one, and literally since like the start of when
Set one,
when we started
yeah.
playing, when we started playing SWU,
It's still
he's
there.
got it up for £600. Like, no one is going to buy that. No one is actually going to buy that for £600.
Yeah.
That's people that don't understand like the card market, right? They've just seen that one sold once for 600 quid and like, it must still be worth £600.
Well, when we go to the winner box next month, we'll hopefully pull a showcase from that box.
Hey, where is that?
Get a nice. Is that Zatu?
Fantastic, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll get a nice boba
Wait, no, it's
or a
it's the
nice.
Saturday of Valentine's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it's not-
oh,
but it's
it's
not
a risky
on that.
one.
It's not
It's a
on
day after,
Valentine's.
Yeah, it's- Valentine's is
Day
Friday,
after.
mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
I
only
mean, I don't know why I'm
daytime.
saying that. Lily actually hates Valentine's. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's
Yeah.
probably fine.
Yeah, and you'll be alright, won't you, Steve?
Well, Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man.
Nice,
Too
man.
soon.
Wow.
Look what you've done, Danny.
Well,
I'll have my
You
card.
Buy
said
Valentine's
It's fine.
Oh, that's real
It's
pretty.
Oh, look at you with your two
Yeah.
showcases.
Yeah.
So you showcase. You're one of those guys.
I'm one of those guys.
Yeah.
Got my two showcase.
I mean,
You
I've
won't
got-
take it to the PQ though. No
No.
ball.
Best game lost, mate.
Yeah, game loss. Instant.
loss, yeah.
Game
I'll
loss.
take it to Tuesday. And I'll take it to Thursday
Our
as well.
Tuesdays, yes, our Tuesdays.
I'm going to call
Zar
Joe.
Tuesdays.
This is also unrelated to the fact that the podcast is winding down, but I do have a tasty looking Marvel Rivals lobby just open right now. Just
Sure.
in the anticipation of the landing.
Quick final thoughts, Michael. Anything?
No, I'm looking forward to playing the game for fun again. Being this sweaty is just hurting my brain, my little Sabine brain.
Hera is coming out in 2 weeks' time. It's gonna be great fun.
Ooh.
Stephen?
Once I figure out if I'm able to make it Saturday, I'll figure out what to build, and then after that, I'm going to be playing Nuked. But I've also been writing some stuff for the channel as well.
Ooh.
So,
Scripts.
yeah, scripts, stuff.
Cheeky.
It cannot be scripted. You cannot censor me.
We can control you. Jay.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait for off season so I can just play nonsense, and it's all cool.
Yeah.
You join me on the Hero train.
Yeah, I want to play some Hera. I want to play some Grievous. Finn, because Stephen played Finn. I just want to play nonsense. Good stuff.
Nice. Jamie, final thoughts.
Yeah, competitive burnout is real. Get me on some Mando Blue, mate. I want to play something fun.
Jesus, that doesn't even sound fun.
That doesn't sound fun.
It is. I still maintain if Mando came out on turn 5 and was smaller, he'd actually be good. It's the fact that he comes out on 6 with an ability that was so destined for like slowing the game down while he comes out.
Sure.
But yeah, Mando Blue, bit of that in the future.
Yeah. Okay. So my normal sign off is rather be lucky than good.
You
However,
do like that every time. I remember that. It's iconic.
I told the story earlier.
I quite like to be out of speak.
I told the story earlier, and I'll quickly reminisce it now. We were walking back after I'd binned out London to the tube, and Ollie went, "Can you sum up today?" And I went, "Neither lucky nor good."
Oh, get your gauze out. Ooh.
One for each.
Champion! 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 Come on!
Dispatch. Over and out.